Hello, Lynn. Hello. Let's see who else we have. Jasper. Okay. Good to see all of you. So today we're going to look at some complements. Um, Let me erase this up and I'll show you mine. I need to go to view so I can see if I'm actually seeing this. There we go. Not a painting, that's my desk. So I wanted to show you the new colors. Not all of you may have seen the new colors coming out. See if I could put, there we go. So this is Coral Reef. It's actually way more vibrant here in my hand. I don't know why my camera does that, but and this is Earthly Red Light. So there's 6 colors coming out now. And this is Cobalt Green Deep. And this is Manganese Violet. It looks nothing like what I was seeing on the screen. I'm not always sure what I see on the screen is what you see on the screen, but it's kind of washing it more toward a blue, and it's nowhere near blue in my hand. And this is One Brilliant number 2. These are ones Carolyn helped with. Thank you, Carolyn. And this is One Brilliant number 1. I think it's the 2 that Anders uses to make really beautiful grays. He really likes this color for grays. So those are the 6. And I know that Ashley talked about these and wrote about these, did a fantastic job. Well, actually,
Yeah,
that's actually closer now than a minute ago. I think it likes it more when it's on an angle. That's still washed out. Okay, so those are the new colors. I want to make sure that you saw those. And last week, at looking at colors, Mark was saying how he used complement to get to a color. And I'm not sure, we're going to look at complements today. Complements in C-Lab are a little bit different than the complements on the color wheel. It's so to find, I did some here. To find the complement, you have to go across the axis. I'll show you what I mean by that. So if this is, if I have a color here and I want to find its complement, I'm going to look for it over here. So it has to be across the axis. And then if I find the right complement, a true complement, if I added this one and this one, I should get a gray somewhere in here. So that's how I know I have a real complement. It may be different in using the color wheel, may be different, but on the C-Lab, that's how you look at it. Um, so I played with some today. I looked at cobalt blue. Cobalt blue has no complement for us, no direct complement. And a complement, for example, um, cobalt blue. So let's find the exact numbers. Well, I'll just make it up. So if it was, this is my plus. Um, if it was, say, 20 and 15, I could find a complement on the other side. So 20 and 15 would be somewhere over here. To find it over here, I'd have to go positive. So say I try to get 20 and then negative. So to be a complement, I could go anywhere from 13 to 17. If I'm +2, the human eye can't see it. So it's considered to be um, the same as if it were this color right here. This one would be +22 or +18. I don't want to go over a bunch because I think I'll lose people. So I think I'd like to spend more time at another time. But what I did is I took the cobalt blue which has no complement, and I took Naples yellow, which is within the area that I would tend to see a complement, and I knew I had to shift it. I had to move it to make it a complement. So I did a one-on-one. This is cobalt blue and Naples yellow together, and this is a 1 to 2, 1 part cobalt blue to 2 parts maple yellow. And I would just keep on driving that until I was satisfied it looked like a complement, and then I could test it both together to see if I went to gray. That would be my ultimate test. I would drive it to a gray. And this right here, I took permanent green with opera pink. So this is permanent green opera pink. This camera's really washing out what I'm seeing. And this is a 1 to 2 permanent green and opera pink. It came actually really kind of cool. I really kind of like the way
Lovely.
it came out.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's a little, thank you. It's a little interesting when you're using gradient colors. I think some of you have done that before. It really makes it a little bit more complex. And the last one I played with was the chromium green oxide and the manganese violet. So this is chromium green oxide and manganese violet. It actually came out really kind of pretty. And the bottom one really came out cool. It looks more like a moon glow. It's really quite pretty.
Really true, yes.
Hey, John, quick question. If someone has an old tube of the old manganese violet, um, is that different from the new one?
To answer that question, I'll pull tubes out of the retains and I'll show you on Thursday. Would that
Oh, that
work?
sounds great. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. So Mary
So,
in the chat was just asking, she has an old tube of it. So she was just wondering if it was discontinued or if it's new.
so let me get, this is new color. So let me get both tubes.
That'll be great. Thank you.
Yep. Yep. Plus I enjoy doing that. So, okay. So those are kind of the ones I did with the C Lab. It takes a couple more steps. I didn't want to lose anybody. So I think right now what we'll do is we'll see the brand ambassadors and how they picked out their colors. So you watch my hands here, how they picked out their colors and their compliments. I always think it's really, um, you're so blessed in how you see colors in the world. I always like how you come up with your compliments. So I'm going to enjoy seeing what you come up with.
John, there is a question by someone in the chat. They say opera pink is such a beautiful color that it mixes so well, but I heard it fades over time. Is that true?
So the opera pink.
Yeah.
So the opera pink and the alizarin crimson are the only two fugitive colors we have. And the alizarin crimson is because it's a coal tar derivative and it was used by the masters. If you wanted the permanent version, we also have the permanent alizarin crimson. And the opera pink I made for the Botanical Society, and it is a fluorescent. That's why it's so bright. But on the underside of it is quinacridone magenta. The underside of the color is quinacridone magenta. So even if the fluorescent went away, you wouldn't see white paper, you would see the quinacridone magenta. If you mix one of those two colors, the alizarin crimson or the opera pink, which are probably 20 to 25 years, with say one that's 100 years, you don't really add them together and divide by 2. What it would mean if I put it with a 1, which is 100 plus years, I'd probably get 40 years, maybe 45 years out of that. Now, if you put it under museum glass, you put it in a place out of direct sunlight, all those are going to increase the longevity of the color.
Thank you, John.
Okay. Thank you for those questions. Thank you, Angela. So who would like to go first? Giovanni, you're going to go first?
Yeah,
Letizia.
this is me.
This is
I'm
Letizia.
Letizia, and I chose 5 colors among the prima text. So my study was on the first line of prima text. This is lapis lazuli genuine, And Syllab suggests that his complement is Cyclerite genuine. Green apatite genuine. His complements should be indentron blue. Diopside genuine should be quinacridone purple. Zoisite genuine is Sugilite genuine. And Minnesota Python genuine is Mayan blue genuine. That is. So you can find all the information on the syllab. You have with the comparison all the colors. You find the one color and you find the complement here. And as you said, John, previously, you have all the values of the luminance, the red and the green. So that is. Thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah, they really I love them.
So, Letiza, could you, if you have a moment, could you mix a little bit of the lapis with a little bit of the cyclorite? Can you mix some green apatite with some indanthrone?
I can try. I have a special palette here of my own Primatex. So I can try again. Is it lapis? I hope. Lapis is very, very transparent. So I can do simply. I go very, very. This is lapis, and this is cyclic. No,
sorry.
no.
I think so. Okay.
I do the cycleriddles in the palette. This is the cycleriddle on the paper.
Okay, neat.
And on the palette, they are very, very light. So I have to abbassa un pochino. I try to do this one. So if I put it down on the palette, usually I work with a lot of glaze. So I wait for them to glaze. So lapis and cyclerite goes into the gray tone.
Yeah. Very good. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is Giovanni now.
Oh,
You will introduce again.
okay, John. I'm starting with my stick set. I selected the 5 color, and then, but this color have no complement in the syllabus, and I select another 5 sticks for the normal complement, but inside this color, my set color have a complement inside because for artistic reason, the complement of red is green. I have pink coral and I have tallow green yellow shade. The complement of yellow is violet. I have a cobalt blue and pink coral mixing for yellow. In lamp black, I select in this case the titanium white, and the complement of blue is orange. I use queen coral and ansa yellow medium to create orange. The set I have inside this complement, but I select a different color. For example, for the green, yellow green. I use only the sticks in this case. I select another red, fire red,
What's that?
and I create green after. For the yellow, also yellow medium, use the imperial purple. For the lamb black, obviously, I use the titanium white, but it's not considered the real complement. For the queen coral in my set, I use the opposite permanent green light. And for the cobalt blue, I select the one orange, this spiral orange, and create this shade. But when used, for example, directly on my set, I have the Ansa yellow medium and cobalt blue and queen coral. I create the violet and mixing. For example, use the Ansa yellow.
Giovanni, I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have learned complementary colors mixed give a white, a black, or a gray. And when I don't know if it's complementary and I have create a gray with two colors, can I say it's complementary? Or is this just a wish from me?
Yes, no, it is create a various shade, but the real complementary is create the gray. On the syllab, this is perfect for the gray.
Mhm.
And this last, for example, I created the orange with yellow and queen coral, and I use the cobalt blue and create this shade. Brown. The brown shade is not gray. But because in my set I select this color, I have no complementary and only for my artistic eyes.
Okay.
Yeah. And the last I create with permanent green light. And queen coral.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And fire red, I check the difference on the red.
So even if you have one green, you don't have two reds. One is the closest one.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
Okay. Only with the sticks. Thank you, John.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much, Giovanni.
You're welcome.
Can we go to Sabine?
Certainly. Oh, Sabina.
Hello. So John, the question, if I'm in the near of gray, so I can say it's complementary when I mix it.
One more time, please.
When I mixed when I find a color and I don't know it's complementary or not with two colors, I have it here with jaded and ulcerine crimson, and I mix it. And when I come in the near of gray, so more gray, more complementary. Can you say that, or?
In C-Lab, you would certainly say that.
Ah,
When you find the true complement, it's going to drive to the gray. I
okay.
don't know, however, and about the color wheel. So I see Mark shaking his head yes.
Yeah.
So it's probably for both, but certainly it is for C-Lab for certain.
Okay. So I look at jadeite. It's a color I love very much. And I look for ulcerine crimson. I think they are both together very nice. And the mix of both are that, yeah, it's a brown and a touch of gray.
Okay.
And so I find the ultramarine turquoise, and it's a very nice combination with the quinacridone fuchsia, and it looks amazing together. And when you look at that, it's they need each other. I love
Very
it.
nice. Yeah, very nice.
And lavender and buff titanium, and you have a perfect gray. Very light, smooth, soft gray. And I think it's perfect for skies. Looks very nice.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
And another color I like very much is the lunar violet. And the complementary color is the rare green earth. And we are in another gray. Just a little bit with a violet touch. And so I look at the C-Lab. I want to have a complementary color for quina violet. And I see it's laid directly on the straight line in the middle and cross the point in the middle, and on the other side is cascade green. So I mix them together and I have another gray. And I think, okay, violet and yellow are complementary from nature. And I think I test them too, but I don't come to a gray. I just come to a brown. That's my mixes.
Okay. So queen gold.
Nice mixes.
Thank you so much.
Oh yes.
Thank you, Sabine. They are lovely, lovely mixes.
Thank you.
So if I was going to, again, I wanted you to see both. I wanted you to see the brand ambassadors and any of you, by the way, who wanted to show how you use your compliments. I only know one way to get there myself. So if I was looking at Quinn Gold, I would be looking. Let me see if I could show you this. Here's a paper. So as I look on the C-Lab, I can see that Quinn Gold is up here, and that was it the fuchsia that you put alongside of that, Sabina, or was it the violet?
It was the quina violet.
And the violet lays right here. So if I wanted
Yes.
to do,
And
so
can you show where the cascade green is?
I can, let me do that as well.
I see on the C-Lab the cascade green is
So
more
Cascade Green is right about
good.
here.
Yes.
Yep. Uh,
Then the yellow.
and which yellow?
The Queen Gold. I chose
This,
Queen
this,
Gold. I love
this
that
is
color.
this is Quinn Gold.
Yes.
This is Cascade Green.
Yes.
And this is Quinn Violet, right? Quinn
Yeah.
Violet. So if I was looking at it, again, just saying how I would do it. If I was looking for a complement of this, I'd be looking somewhere over here.
Yeah.
A complement for this, I'd be looking somewhere over here.
Yeah.
And a complement for this, I'd be looking somewhere over here. Not that
Okay.
anything's right or anything's wrong. I'm
Yes.
not an artist. I would just look at it mathematically. So that's how I would drive color. I'd find a color in this area, and then adding
So
either,
just cross.
yes, I would try to drive it up to the color that I wanted to.
Oh,
Uh,
thank you so much
yeah.
for my
And each
better
one of those, if you found each one
understanding.
of those, you would find a gray. So if I found this, I would find it pushed toward gray. If I found this, it pushed toward gray. And if I found that, it would push toward gray. If I
Yeah.
go across the axis, I'm going to push toward gray.
Yes.
It's
Thank you so
see that.
much.
You're very welcome. I appreciate that you showed that. I know some of you can look at color and do it. I can't look at color and do it. I just, this is the only way I can do it. You guys have a different blessing than I do.
Hmm.
So thank you
So
very much for that.
John, what you're saying from an artist's point of view, without using C-Lab, if you put a warm tone with a cool tone, you'll get a neutral tone, which therefore is your grey.
Fantastic. Yeah, I think the way that you're able to see it is a way that I don't see it. So that's fantastic, Caroline.
Well, that's a lovely point of view. Yes, thank you.
Yep. Okay. Thank you, Sabina. Thank you very much. Angela? Nice to
Yes.
watch.
Okay. Okay. I did 5 mixes, but necessarily driving me to the gray. But sometimes yes. So for example, these two that Sabine also showed, but
Yeah.
I separated them. This is the ultramarine turquoise and quinacridone fuchsia, and here in the middle where they meet, this is actually, it's a kind of warmish gray. So I use them more like Caroline was explaining, and more like the artistic complementary. And
Sure.
this is like a cool mix, even though I think that both of them are quite cool. But I love this mix. This ultramarine turquoise is very powerful. It's even too powerful because it was invading the quinacridone fuchsia. And then and then I love this color. This is one of my favorites of all time, Hematite Burn Scarlet. It's a Primatech. And I love because it has like, how many pigments does it have? Does it have 2 or 3 pigments? Maybe. It like separates, it becomes like orangey. It's a hematite, but when it bites into the granulation, it gets quite orangey. I love this color. And this is my basic orange blue mix. And the King Royal Blue also is beautiful. Look at these soft tones here in the middle.
Very nice.
I will bring them a bit nearer to the camera so you can see them. You see, it's very nice neutral tones.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Yes, and Angela, I love it too. It's just 2 colors in the hematite.
Yeah.
And I love they spring out and you
Yes,
have 1 color, but 2 for 1.
exactly. And plus the granulation, because this
Yes.
granulates enormously. This
Yes.
granulates enormously. So I use it sometimes for roofs, for painting roofs, like the sienna color. It's like that, more or less that sort of tone. And this, well, I can see a landscape here, the sky and and the clouds here.
Yes, and it's a summer
Nice.
landscape from a very hot city or land.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Here, no?
It's very
burning
nice.
hot. Very nice colors, yes. And here, I am a lover of pink, opera pink. I don't care if it only lasts 30, 40, or 50 years, because to me, it's good now, and then it won't disappear completely, because there's the red underneath. Only the the neon part will disappear. But combined with the phthalo yellow green,
I like that.
I love it. I love this. Imagine that on a blouse. Imagine these colors on a dress or on a blouse.
It's very powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And also neutral colors in the middle. Well, sort of. And then the fourth mix is perylene red with cobalt green. Perylene red, as you know, is a powerful color, and cobalt green is like a bit more timid, but also nice. Look.
Like an alien holding his hand up.
Yes, exactly.
That's nice.
Yes. Yeah.
That's nice.
You know that I like to do these effects. And then my last one, I did this mixture with pyrrole orange. I don't know, the camera doesn't show very well the pyrrole orange. And the
Wow.
sorry, what cobalt teal blue. But I think this paper is not very good, but it does create neutral colors. So at least there, the complementaries worked to form grays, I think. But I will try it on the other paper and see if it makes a more powerful mix, because I like powerful mixes.
Angela,
Okay.
did you see the bird on your left picture on
Here,
the ground? Yes. On the left side, you have
this one,
the head of
this
the bird.
the hand of the bird. Where?
The head, the head.
Ah, the head. This one.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, definitely. This is a
And
bird
the
or
wing, and the wing is
this. Yeah,
yes.
right. This is the wing. It's like it's like washing
It's the
it up.
peace bird. Yes.
Peace bird. Yes. Is a cave like cave?
Yeah.
Oh,
Almost like a pathway.
yeah.
Very nice.
It's very romantic, the right one.
Yeah, this one.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Me? Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello. I'm gonna show you my mixes. Here it's the one that I love. It's zoisite with moon glow, which is in the C Lab. I think this is amazing to paint landscapes. I always see the practical side to me, but the mix is really amazing. After it dries, the colors separate, and yeah, it's fantastic. We have blue, we have like pink, and for me, it's amazing. I love these colors.
I
Then
love Moonglow. Yeah.
it. Oh, I don't know if the light is wow. Now the other one that I really like to is manganese blue hue with red jasper. I like to make them meet because those colors too. For clouds, it's beautiful skies, cloudy skies. It's nice too. I have here, it dried here. It's dry. So for cloudy skies, it's beautiful. Or even to paint the shadows of the clouds. It's very, very nice. It's very
Nice
rich.
mix. Nice mix. Nice mix.
It's beautiful. It's this one is from I took on the C Lab too.
Yes,
Then
I saw that. Mhm.
there are a few that I didn't. Now, the other one is cerulean blue, which is this color with the burnt tiger eye genuine, which I think for winter landscapes, it's really nice. And you see the gray is beautiful too. Let me see if I have, yeah, I do. Also the granulation separates and brings us texture, which I think is beautiful for winter landscapes, also European landscapes, urban European landscapes, which is really amazing. Now, now I use always this too. It's carbazole violet and Hansa yellow medium, which is not from the C Lab, it's from my eyes, because I like to paint white flowers with this mix. It's very nice. The neutrals that this mixes produce. And for flowers, not only for white flowers, but it has, in the end, a warm, something that I really like to shade white flowers or any other flower, or lavender fields on a sunny day. It's really nice. Other one that is
Silvia, the
yes,
lilies have this purple and yellow in one flower, I think.
yes, you're right. The other one that I really like to, I don't know if I am correct, but green gold, which I think it's yellow green with quinacridone violet, which is little
What
purple
yellow
yellow.
is that, Silvia? What yellow
What?
is that? What yellow is
It's,
that, please?
oh, it's oh, this one. This one is
Yes.
Hansa yellow medium.
Okay.
Okay. And that's because in my head, like if I choose, for example, green gold, which to my eyes are like a green yellow, and here the queen violet, which is kind of red and yeah, sorry, yeah, kind of, this to me looks like complementaries. Like I love to play with these colors. And there's one more, can I show you? Which I think
Absolutely. Sure.
what I mean is this, it is the transparent orange, which it looks like a red orange and Amazonite.
Primatech, yeah.
Yes, it's Primatech. And Amazonite, it's a blue-green to my eyes, so it matches perfectly. I think it's really beautiful. The mixes that we can have with these colors. Oh, carbazole violet is invading here. But in this case, I was like painting something, and I thought you can do a landscape with the complementaries if you want, because you have the neutrals, you can cool, warm, whatever. This is the moon glow with zoisite. Beautiful colors here separating. And that's it. My favorites.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Beautiful, Silvia.
Cool mixes.
Hi, Besnik. His
Hello,
audio
Besnik.
is not on.
The speaker's off.
You don't hear me? You hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes,
you hear
now
me now.
yes.
Hi,
No.
hi everyone. I am doing some mixes, not from C Lab. I am experimenting with the colors. I wanted to see how it will be the cobalt teal blue with jadeite, the mix. I suppose, I don't know if any one of you tried. Here is the cobalt teal blue. Down is jadeite. And in here I have mixed in the palette. It came a little bit grayish, not too gray, but it made a little bit grayish color. I don't know, maybe it's because of Jedi. In here, I also played with these two beautiful colors, King's Royal Blue with ultramarine turquoise. Didn't do that much grays, but I love how they mix. In the third, it's the Sleeping Beauty turquoise, which I adore, and the cobalt violet. It gave me this color. In here, I played with three. From blue, from blue, rhodonite genuine, and cobalt teal blue. Cobalt teal blue is here down, mixed from the mix of the two colors which I said that I did two mixes, from blue and rhodonite genuine. In this part, I played with tallow green, mixing it with buff titanium. This part. It's a beautiful mix. It doesn't give any grays, but I love the mix. In here, I mixed the tallow yellow green with Aussie red gold, and it gave me this one, this color. Here, I played with Maya and blue genuine with Aussie red gold, and when I mixed in a palette, it gave me this color. Here, suppose you already recognize, it's the most of the painters use this mix. It's a French ultramarine with burnt sienna light. As you can see, many of you probably have already tested. It gives a beautiful grayish. So this is French ultramarine and burnt sienna light. And this is the gray after I mixed in the palette. Another mix is French ultramarine with the cobalt violet here. And the last one is cobalt green with pyrrole orange. It gives me a little bit of gray, like a brownish. It reminds me of a little bit of hematite when you mix pyrrole orange with cobalt green. So I will be doing more mixes. Until now, I did this. I didn't go through syllab because you already know when you read the syllab which mixes give the grays. I try to be more experimental with mixing different colors, which most of these mixes I never did before. Few of them I really like. Few of them are simple to my taste. I don't know. I like this one. I like this mix. It gives the hematite. When we will be missing hematite, I strongly recommend. It reminds me of hematite. This mix. And this mix I also love. Colors how they came from rhodonite and indan from blue. So this is it.
Besnik, one of the viewers has questioned the fact that your yellow tape is impeding the true color we are all seeing. Do you find that by using yellow tape, it affects your ability to manage the color on your page or not?
You mean about this type?
The tape, yeah.
The tape. Well, this is the tape that I mostly use for painting. It's you know the rice paper.
Yes. I know, but do you find that the yellow throws your eye to understand the judgment of the color combination you're using or not?
Maybe, because even myself, when I remove it, I see much beautiful mixes. If this is the
Exactly.
question. Yeah, I
Okay.
admit, but I am not going to use any other tape like
No,
this
that's
one.
okay. So when you save this image at the end, can you save it with the tape and without the tape,
Of
so that
course,
we can see the difference?
I always do it like that.
Yes.
And I am sending each week to Ethel. I think she also posts this in our Daniel Smith page.
Yes.
So I will also send it in the chat room. I think even last weeks I always sent with a tape and without tape.
Yeah, and I think it's an interesting concept because I find it affects me, and I've gone away from using bright coloured tapes for exactly that reason.
Yeah, I agree with you, Caroline. But I use this tape because when I remove it, it doesn't scratch my paper. It gives very nice squarish edges, and I love this tape. That's the reason I am using it always.
It's fantastic. So I've been using black washi tape, which is similar to what Michael Soloviev uses.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, yeah.
It would be much better.
Yes.
It would be much better, but I cannot find it in our market.
No. Anyway, that's great.
But listen, thank you, Caroline and Besnik. But I wanted to mention that, as you say, that you're sending your works to Ethel and that they are on Daniel Smith's page. I think it's very important for everyone to realize that newsletters come out every so often, and they are really interesting. And you can see some of our works and the process and the link to the YouTube session. So I think it's important that you sign up for our newsletter, and so you can see the works we do and the link, especially to the YouTube recorded version.
Of the video. Yeah.
Yeah, every Wednesday we send out that newsletter, and it's full of delicious stuff.
Actually, we always mention that we are learning every day from each other, because let's take, for example, some of the mixes I never did in here that I did tonight, and sometimes I see such a beautiful mixing that you brand ambassadors are doing, and I get inspired from those beautiful mixed colors. So it's even for us very, very important to watch these live sessions that we are doing. And really,
sometimes
sometimes
people ask, where is that live session? I cannot find it. Well, subscribe to the newsletter.
Yeah, the right way, as you say, Angela. Well, whoever wants to see beautiful mixes, that's the formula that Angela is saying it.
Ethel, can we see everybody's work now?
Let me see if this is all complete. We have 5. Who
I think Diane has
else?
something too.
Anna. Diane has an artwork. Let's add that. This is Diane's. Anna. Anna's not in today. I think, yeah, this is the entire set, John.
Okay.
I think Diane is sharing an artwork. Diane, do you want to share about some of the colors used here? Like, did you use some of the complement mixes?
Yes, it's basically blues and oranges. It's Prussian blue, cobalt blue, and then on the orange side, leaning into browns because they're transparent. The reds, the browns, and the pyrroles. And I also work with transparent oxide right from the earth. So I just got all these transparent colors of Daniel Smith, and I wanted to play with them and see what that paint would actually do for me. So it's complementary color, so it's kind of on the scale.
Thanks, Dan.
Beautiful painting.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Very
Just
nice work,
quickly,
everybody.
John, I want to mention about where to locate our links for the weekly live sessions. Newsletter is definitely good to subscribe because you get like it's pushed and you get to not just see the links for the live sessions, but there are more topics shared in the newsletter. But quick access would be from our website. Just go to events and you'll see the links to all that's happening in the week. Alternatively, you can go to our community tab, and from the drop-down menu, go all the way down. You'll see weekly live demos. Just click on that, and you'll see the week's link, 2 links, the Thursday and Friday links.
So events, and the other one is
Community. Yeah, just
Okay.
click on community tab. From the drop-down menu, go all the way down. You'll see weekly live demos.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And don't forget about the Daniel Smith Artist Materials YouTube channel, where you can watch all the past sessions. You could binge for days.
Yeah, you can always replay, come back, fast forward,
But
and come back.
someone mentioned that it was difficult to find, and I really did search, and really many channels that contain Daniel Smith. So Daniel Smith official, maybe you have to type in order to find the official channel. But it's good tip, Ethel. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Ethel. All right, so those were the compliments. Thank you so much for taking part. And Brand Ambassadors, thank you for such a great job. So colorful. All of your work is so colorful. Hope you can join tomorrow for the live artist. If not, I wish you all a fantastic weekend. It's finally kind of warm here in Seattle. We're like at 60 degrees. That may not seem warm, but for us, it's almost like summer. So I hope you're having a great time wherever you're at, everyone. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bring your stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you
Thank you.
tomorrow, everyone.
Thank you.